Hi everybody, it's Lavinia. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I just wanted to do sort of an unboxing of Master's Touch, which is Hobby Lobby's brand, of a sketch and illustration pen set. It contains one universal nib holder. So this is where you would insert the nibs. 5 different universal nibs. So that's this here. And they do have, some of them do have the numbers. This one is 003, this one 002, 006. This one, I don't think it had one, and the tiny one didn't have one either. So, and it also has one bottle of waterproof black dipping ink, which is here. It's not in a glass bottle. It has this aluminum foil on top of it. It didn't have like one of those little pull tabs, so I did get a little bit of ink on me, but I'm sure, that'll come off. I just have it here in this little jar top. I've never used a dip pen, so I wanted to try this out. Now this one here, it says $8.99, but it was on sale at 50% off. So whenever I buy the Masters brand or the Fine Touch, the Hobby Lobby brands, I usually just wait until I see the 50% off sale, and then I get that there. The back of it just says, for smoother results, wash nib gently with pen cleaner before first use and let dry. Clean nib with pen cleaner after every use. So what I did is I just took some paper towel, some alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. This one's 50%. I got it at the dollar store, and I just, put them down and then just sprayed them. You can use I've seen people use, watched other videos, dishwashing soap or Windex, or I think some folks even use like a flame, but you have to be very careful on that you're not doing anything to cause actually the nib to, let's say, turn brittle or anything like that. So I'm just using this, and the reason for cleaning the nib before the first use is that sometimes there's a film or an oil on it, and that's to protect it from rusting, while it's still in the box, being, before ready for use or being purchased. So that's what I do. I just use the alcohol and just making sure that I get it on both sides. And I'm sure as I clean it, it'll, in further uses, it'll probably get even better. And the reason for that is, I guess with that oily film, if you go to dip it in the ink, it may not cover or coat the entire nib with the ink. So that's the reason for that. And I thought what I would do is, if I do like the way that, this dip pen performs, I would maybe, I don't know if I would upgrade, to different nibs. There's probably others maybe that might be better, but it's the first time I'm using it. And the main reason I think I bought it was for the waterproof, that it says it's waterproof. And for my sketches, I would like to start using the waterproof ink, so that when I go over it with watercolor, it won't smear. I do have other types of calligraphy pens and fountain pens, graphic illustration markers, but sometimes they do tend to smear when I use the watercolor. So let's go ahead and try these out and see what kind of lines we get. So maybe we'll start with the smallest one. So as you can see, there is that hole there. Okay, so it fits nicely in there. And here's my sketch. So what you're going to do is just go ahead and insert that in there. Let's see if I can get the light better. So as you can see here, it's coated. Not sure if that's too much ink or not, but the reason why it's called a dip pen is it's not like a ballpoint pen or anything else that has a cartridge. You do have to keep dipping it in there once the ink runs out. So here's some fine lines. Let me see if I can tilt Okay, I thought this might be better. So just so that you can see. So nice little hatch lines. The more pressure you put on the nib, you know, the thicker the line. So that's also what's kind of nice about this with having the nib pens, is that you can make various lines. So that's this one, the smallest one. So I'm going to take this out. I think I'm going to first get rid of as much ink as possible. Okay, so that came out nicely. So let's see, I think this one might be the next size. Perhaps, let's see. So this is the 003. So let's see how that fits in. Okay, so I guess you just have to find the slot, and it does go in nicely. So let's dip that in here. I have my glass mat underneath because, again, this is the first time I'm using a dip pen, and just in case the ink goes. But it doesn't look like it drips. Now this one I may need to clean a little bit better because it doesn't look like at least the front has covered, but there is some ink there on the back. So, all right, let's take a look and see how this one. So I'm applying different types of pressure. And it does look like it does carry ink for quite a while. You know, I don't know how other brands do, but I do like this, that I could do, you know, the sketching, and it does look like it, you know, you can do quite a few lines before you have to re-dip into it. So I do like that one. Just going to move this water out of the way. I'm going to grab this one out. So those are the two we use. So let's try maybe this nib next. There. Okay, this one does not have a size on it, so this might be the second to the smallest. So again, I'm just pushing that in there. Let me see. Dipping that in. Right. Maybe that one I just need to dip a little bit more. Okay. So this one too, various pressure, little hatch marks. Okay. So that's nice too. So I have to say, I think I like these because they are carrying quite a bit of ink on there. Not running out fast. All right, so again, just finding the right notch to put this in. Okay, so I'm going to dip that one in. So this one too has quite a bit of ink that it seems that it holds. Oops. All right, so it flows nice. It doesn't really pull up, you know, here at the start, which is good. This one, it looks like you can even, if you wanted to use the back side, you could, because I don't know if you can see the point there, how it turns up. So there's that one. This was the 002. All right, and then I think this is the last one, which is the 005. So let's take a look at this one here. All right, so this is the largest. I know different brands, I think like Dr. Phil Martin, there's India ink, and then there's different colors, which is nice too. So as you can see here, this one looks like it has some striations on the nib itself. Maybe because it's larger, it just holds more. So let's take a look. Yeah, this one I can see holds, there's more ink actually going on to the page. So I think if I were to use this one, I would definitely want to make sure it's dry before I would use any watercolor. So that's light pressure, that's more pressure, and it looks like the ink, maybe this just may not have been cleaned as well as the other ones, so it probably just ran out of ink. And that's probably because it's putting down more ink. I can see the shine on it, so that's probably why. Yeah, this one looks like it's running out of ink a little bit, but I will try cleaning it better and see if it will hold. It could be that there's just still more of that residue on there. So I do like this. So let's try with a little bit of watercolor and see if it really is, if it really will be waterproof. Now this is not watercolor paper, but I'm just going to go lightly on it with some watercolor. So let's see, just do like a little house. Maybe a couple little trees. You know, just to take a look here. All right, so maybe I'll just give that, because I could see that there's still a little bit of shine, so I definitely don't want to go over that with watercolor right now. So I'm just going to give it a little bit to dry. All right, so here comes the real test, and I'm just using these watercolors that are in. So it does look like it is just a little bit, but again, that could just be the ink. It's really probably not as waterproof. And I don't know if all inks really truly are waterproof or not. But it really isn't, I guess, dissolving like my other fountain pens that I have. So it's not too bad. And this isn't watercolor paper either. It's dissolving there. However, I do like the pens and the nibs, so I could just buy another set of or different ink maybe and try that out. But really it's not as bad, I guess, as the other, like I mentioned, like the other fountain pens that I've used. This is just a brown, so that's why that looks like that. I'm kind of doing this wet and wet, which I probably shouldn't, but I just wanted to get an idea. And overall, really not that bad. I'm not disappointed. So and it is, you know, just a starter kit. So if that's something that you wanted to try out, I would say that I am kind of happy actually with this. Yeah, the lines there really aren't moving. It probably just depends how much ink there is in, you know, on the lines. Yeah, because that one really didn't move at all. This one, there was probably more ink, you know, on it. But I like it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. This again is the Master's Touch 7-piece fine art studio sketch and illustration pen set. And it is new. I haven't seen it before. There's several new things that I've been seeing at Hobby Lobby this past week. So this is what came in the set: the bottle of ink, the universal pen holder, and the 5 nibs. So yeah, I would say I would recommend this, you know, especially if it's a starter set and you just wanted to check it out and see. You know, so just a little bit there, but I do like it. So I am going to use this, and yeah, I would recommend it as a starter set if it's something that you just wanted to try out. Again, if you have any questions, let me know, and hope everyone's having a great day. I hope you share, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.